Hey everybody, I'm Joslyn Blackburn, and I help people in North and South Carolina buy and sell homes with confidence. On this channel, I share real stories, practical guidance, and have amazing conversations that make home ownership and selling a home feel less overwhelming and more possible. If you are buying, selling, or simply looking for clarity on your next step, you are in the right place. So let's get into today's episode. So I'm here with an amazing person, my friend and also my client. This is Barbara Coleman. Say hi, Barbara.
Hey.
So Barbara and we met, oh my gosh, a long time ago. Had to be over 10 years.
Like, I'm about to be 9 years.
Okay, so 9 years.
Yeah.
So I met you 9 years ago.
Yes, ma'am, you did.
Okay. So tell everybody how I met you, Barbara.
So my name is Barbara, and I'm a recovering addict. I met Miss Joslyn through Hope Haven. She was a counselor there. And when I seen Miss Joslyn, we just connected. Yes, I've been clean going on 9 years after a 30-something years drug habit.
30-something years.
Yes.
And so, point of correction, I wasn't a counselor at Hope Haven. I worked in administration with the CEO and the CFO. But I kind of, talked to everybody. So I met Barbara because she would come through the front office coming from work or coming from training, a job training or something like that. And she would always stop at my office door and we would talk.
Yeah.
And I saw Barbara when she first came in from,
The streets.
yeah, when you first came from the streets.
Yeah, I had like 4 teeth in my mouth, I had lost my smile, but I smiled.
You smiling now?
I did, I am.
Yeah. So I'm so excited because Barbara, you and I not only have the relationship and we've kept in touch with each other, but when you got clean this time, this time you were like, okay, I'm going to do this.
Yes.
So what happened? Tell us about what happened when you got to Hope Haven. What happened?
When I got to Hope Haven, I was tired of, getting high. So, I surrendered December 31st, 2016. And I knew I didn't want to get high no more, so I went to ARC. I got my same counselor, and I told him I want the same counselor. From day one, I started looking for somewhere to go because I didn't want to go back to Winston. Seen Hope Haven, and I came to Hope Haven January 2017, and I ain't looked back since.
Wow.
Because, the situation I was in, my mom and them, I done hurt them. They used to sleep on the back porch, and I always said, I ain't gonna be smoking no crack at the age of 60,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna hold my own house.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got my mind made up, building my money, with from transition, I found out that you was a realtor.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Miss Joslyn. And we worked ever since, and I tell you, you's the best person in the world. You the best realtor that I know.
Oh.
Because you took me under your wings, although I wanted to give up, but you said, no, Barbara, you came too far.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, man, you just amazing.
Well, so the one thing that helped me in our journey together as your realtor, not just your friend, but as your realtor, was I saw you when you first came to Hope Haven. I saw you at the beginning of your recovery. And so for you to come from that stage in which I saw you to saying, hey, I have had a steady job for a number of years.
Yes.
I have saved a lot of money.
And I didn't know I could save money.
Yeah. So
money was a trigger,
Yeah. Yeah. So you saved all of this money and then you were almost finished paying your car off.
Yeah.
And you had the credit score that was needed. So you did all of the work.
I did. You and Miss Pam, I was the two that I can count on the most. But you got in my corner and you ain't gonna settle for nothing because you said no the crawl space. You made sure that I got somewhere. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Because I went from sleeping on the back porch to owning my own house.
From the back porch to own her own home. Not only her own home, but she owns a brand new construction. She owns a new townhome, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, amazing, beautiful townhome.
Yeah.
Sort of like the townhome that we're in now, but we'll talk about that a little later.
Yeah,
But from the back porch
to my own house.
to your own house.
Yes, ma'am.
And so your journey from drug addiction to your recovery journey, you were in a home with women. Tell us about that.
Well, you know, I went from season 1 to level 4. Level 4, you know, we had a great big old mansion, 10 bedrooms. I really wasn't a person that liked to be around a lot of women, but they was like me. So, you know, I had to deal with it.
Right.
But I'm like a person that like to herself. But I love that. I stayed in that house for like 4 years.
And so what did you do between that time? So within
worked.
those 4 years, you were working?
Yeah, mind you, I didn't have no job until I got the whole payment. I hadn't worked in like 20-something years when I got the whole payment.
Wow.
I was working 2 jobs. You know, I was a cook. So I went from making $9 to where I'm at now. Now I'm a supervisor at the hospital, supervisor breakfast cook.
Wow. Look at you, Barbara.
Yes, and my car paid for.
Car is paid for.
Yes, I've been in my house a whole year.
It's been a year.
Yes,
Yeah.
missed a payment, ain't missed a payment. I look, you know, when I got in this situation, my daughter always paid my bills. I got big girl bills, man. I ain't never had no bills.
Big girl bill?
I ain't never had no bills. Thanks to Miss Joslyn, I'm telling you.
But thanks to you, because you did the work. You did the things that were necessary for you to get to this level and to this point in your life. You know, I know that you attribute your success to is your church. And your pastors have helped you a lot. So you have a lot of people in your corner and on your side, not just me as your realtor, not just Miss Pam as your counselor, but your pastors, your family.
Yeah, because, you know, I love to tell my story. Like when I was on drugs, I started having babies. And like, it took me a long time to get where I'm at. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But you know what? You know what though? But my kids love me. They do. They love me. I got 5 grandbabies now. Yeah, I'm here taking care of my mom. My mom just turned 84. She seen me get clean.
And seeing you have your own home.
Yes.
From her back porch.
Yeah. So.
Wow. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry.
Yeah.
So tell me about your home buying journey. Like, what was it like? What was that process like for you?
It was like by me being out there on the street, I was saying, I'm on my own house. And I had it in my mind that one day I'm gonna own a house. And I set my goal to me and Miss Pam, we started through Dream Key.
Right.
I went to Dream Key first. Then I said, I need a realtor. I was like, Miss Joslyn. And from then, I just stuck with it. Because I want to own something.
Right.
Because I always stayed with people, stayed in an abandoned house, slept on the back porch, slept, you know, in abandoned cars. And I always said, I'm on my own house. And that was my goal, and I stuck with it, and now I'm a homeowner.
So tell me about, so when we first met, I met with you, and I did a consultation with you, or what I like to call a buyer strategy session.
Yeah.
And so during that time, I kind of laid out the whole process with you and what that was going to look like.
Yeah.
And I know that, you know, the steps that I give people is like a 10-step process. And there are steps within that process. So when we were going through that process, when we were going through that strategy session, did it feel daunting to you? Did it feel like it was unattainable to you?
Yeah, I thought, you know, in my mind say I can't do it. But in my heart say the devil
I
is
have to do it.
Yeah, I got to do this because I'm doing new things in my life.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go back to where I was living. I didn't want to still be in that recovery house. I wanted to be somewhere on my own. See, can I manage this right here?
Yeah.
You know, and I've been managing this now for a whole year.
Yeah. So that means that you could do it.
Yes, ma'am.
That you did what was needed to prepare,
Yeah.
but then you also were ready, because there a lot of times what we're finding is that our partner, the people that we partner with at Prosperity Unlimited, what they like for us to do is to make sure that people prepare
Yeah.
for what they call mortgage shock or payment shock.
Yeah.
So what was your rent like when you were at the recovery house with the women? What was your rent per month?
Man, my rent per month was $325. It was $325.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then like when I said I wanted to get a house, and you was telling me, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I ain't never paid no bill.
Yeah. And so you have that mortgage payment, then you have electric and water
And
through the city of Concord.
yeah,
You know.
internet, the phone,
Mm-hmm.
the my insurance.
Yeah.
And then now my daughter like out of work.
Oh.
I told her I paid the phone, I ain't hit my pay a mortgage.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I
you gotta
would.
figure that out.
Yeah, but you know, I picked up I picked up the bill. You know, I hit my mom. I just help people.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you know, when I was out there on drugs, people helped me.
Right.
But they helped me, you know, get drugs. That's cause they was my enabler.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But now it's like we gonna call Unboosted, they call me Boosty, but they call. But you know, it's just a wonderful thing,
Yeah.
that I'm in a position like this.
Yeah. So you figured out, even after we looked at the process.
Yeah.
Because this is the process right here that we went over. We went over this process.
Yeah.
It's a 9-step process to getting to your new home. This is the document, one of the documents I gave you.
Yeah.
So that you could keep and just kind of say, hey, this is going to be my process. But even during that process, I was able to go over that with you and do a review. But then once we finished that review, through each process, I kind of went and held your hand through each step.
Yeah.
So you're never going to be alone when you work with somebody like me. When you work with me, you're never going to be alone.
Never gonna be alone. The best realtor, I'm telling you.
You give me 5 stars. 10 stars.
I'm for real though. You know, you the type of person you know, when I be at work, they be telling me they're going to home. I was saying, I just up with my realtor, Miss Joslyn, she the baddest realtor in Charlotte, North Carolina.
I love that.
I
appreciate
I be
that.
telling my family, man, I got a realtor. She probably come to Winston-Salem. But I didn't know Prosperity is in Winston.
Yeah, they are. Quick pause for a moment. If this conversation is helpful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps more people find these stories and resources. And if you have any questions about buying or selling a home here in the Carolinas, my contact details are in the description. All right, now let's get back to the episode. So let's talk about Prosperity Unlimited. Prosperity Unlimited is an organization. It's a nonprofit organization that assists people who are looking to help get down payment assistance for their homes. They help with financial counseling. They assist people even who are homeowners who are facing foreclosure, or they have payments that are behind. They help deal with those things. What was your experience with Prosperity Unlimited? I know that it was a long process with them. However, was it worth it?
It was, because like I said, at first I went to Dream Key. And Dream Key didn't do what Prosperity did.
Correct. They
didn't. And like Dream Key, they probably that you showed me, I was like, no, I can't do that. You know, because it was unhealthy for me.
Right.
But when it came to Prosperity and Ms. Johnson said we got it under contract, I was like, you lying.
You could not believe
I couldn't believe that I about to be a homeowner. But they helped me out, Prosperity. They helped me out so much. So I be saying, if I double my payment, I pay my house off. That's how much they helped me.
Yeah, they taught you the financial responsibility of being a homeowner. So home ownership is more than just getting into the house. It's about being responsible once you get into the house,
Yeah,
right?
you have to do a lot of work. Like my credit score, I didn't even know I had. I really didn't have a good credit score until I got my car. When I got my car, I had no cosigner. Then I got the bank. They had my first credit card, but they had me like I couldn't spend no money. I had to watch my spend. I was.
Yeah, you were put on a budget. That's what it's called, a budget.
They put me on a budget, and I had to, do what I had to do to get where I'm at. So I saved my credit score, like, bam. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, Prosperity, that's a good program.
Yeah.
I love Prosperity. I love Mr. Graham.
Yeah, so Dr. Graham is with We Build. And
Prosperity. That's
Prosperity Unlimited is Miss Louise.
Yeah, Miss Louise.
Yeah, she is the CEO and president of Prosperity Unlimited. She and her team helps individuals, like I said, with getting into their homes. They know all about the down payment assistance programs. They know about all of the banks and the lenders out there that also give towards down payment assistance. So let's talk about down payment assistance.
Prosperity is the bomb.
They know how to layer. They know how to layer those down payment assistance programs.
In Charlotte, they give me $200,000.
They're going to give you $200,000. They qualified you for $200,000.
Right, but I came when you looked me up with Prosperity. It was like $275.
Right,
250, something like that. But down payment, they gave me over 100-something thousand.
It was about $130,000
down
payment assistance.
Yeah.
How much did you put down? Personal money. How much did you put down?
I think it was like $2,100.
Yeah, it was like,
and I gave about $2,100.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was $2,100 I had to put down.
And you only put down $1,000 to hold in reserve to get it under contract.
Yeah.
Then you went to the closing with another $1,000 and something like that.
And then like Miss Joslyn said, we're under contract. I was like, don't buy nothing. You say don't buy nothing. I'm gonna lay my furniture away. My sponsor, gave the man $400. When we closed, I went to that thing, gave that man $3,100. Me. So
tell me why, Barbara, I told you not to buy anything. When I said, now you're under contract, they are scrutinizing your credit. They're scrutinizing everything that you purchase. Don't put anything on credit. Don't deplete your savings account. What did that feel like? Like, how was that? How did you feel about that?
It's like, I can do this, but I know that it was for my good. It was for my good.
Appreciate you for listening. Because I've had some clients that did not listen. I had a client just recently to just quit his job. And so you don't have a job, you don't have income.
Right.
You don't have income, you don't qualify for the loan, right?
Miss Joslyn said, Barbara, don't buy anything because it mess up your credit.
And mess up your score.
It mess up my credit score.
And not only that, it will mess up your debt. Because remember, debt to income ratio is also important, right? So we're looking at your credit score and we're looking at your debt to income ratio. I know you remember this because when we first met, when we were talking to Heather, the other loan officer, she really, taught about your debt to income ratio and how that has to do with you qualifying as well. If you have too much debt, meaning too much money in credit, you have too many creditors and too much money in credit as opposed to not enough income coming in, because they count what your monthly bills are going to be plus what the monthly payment is going to be for your new house, right? So if that goes over a certain percentage, then it kicks you out and you aren't qualified. So it's not just your credit score, but it's also your debt to income ratio. So that's just a little nugget for those of you who are out there, you know, that Barbara understood these things and she listened to her realtor. And she actually got into her house over a year ago. Yeah, so let's talk about We Build Concord. We Build Concord is another nonprofit organization that I work very, very closely with. We Build Concord is amazing. It is an organization that gets property. They build new construction. They may take some older home and flip it and sell it to people for little, you know, it's affordable. It's affordable and attainable housing for people who um are teachers and managers at the hospital and firefighters and police officers and nurses. It's for people who otherwise may not feel like they can get into a home, right? So it's for people like that. It's for people like Barbara. So when I introduced you to We Build Concord, and the first time I showed you the single family house over there on Swink, remember that? It was the single family house, and you really liked that house. But that one, that one was over your budget.
That mug right there, I tell you,
that one was over your budget.
It was.
But you really, really liked that.
I did.
But that was your first introduction to We Build. So tell me, when you walked into a We Build house, what was your impression?
It's my house. I say, that's my house right there.
You did. She did. That's the true story.
I said, this mine's Miss Job. She said, okay, and then she said, it's over your budget, all right. But I didn't give up. I didn't give up. Everywhere Miss Johnson sent me, I went and looked. Some was okay, some was far out, and by God, we got the right one though.
Yeah. So now you're in a We Build Concord townhome. Tell me about the house itself. Like, is it constructed nicely? Tell me about
I love that house. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I'm in there by myself. When I open up that door, it's like, I got my own. And you know, I'm about to cry. And you know, I motivate people. Little old me motivate people that say, like my niece, if my aunt can do it, I can do it.
That's right.
You know, and then my daughters, they got their own. And I'm looking at them, I was like, they are single parents. I say, here I am, a grown-up. If they can do it, I can do it. But I wanted to do it because I didn't want to go back living with nobody. I just wanted to see could I do it on my own. And I'm doing it.
And you doing it.
I'm doing
it. You did it and you're still doing it.
Yeah.
So you have a large kitchen, a large pantry.
I got you had a master bedroom.
It's got your own, like you got a walk-in closet in there. You got your ensuite with your bathroom that's in your bedroom.
I just love
like, could you imagine yourself in anything like that?
No, I didn't imagine myself in that. Tell the truth, the way I was living, I didn't know I could do it. I was gonna be, my life was gonna be like this. Until you had to make up, I had to let go and let God. I had to let him guide me on through that rocky road. And I just love it. Just like you was a gift from God. I'm telling you, you were. Cause like you said, I used to come to Hope Haven, come and talk to you every day.
Every day?
And then when you left Hope Haven, a part of me left.
Oh.
You did, and then not really. Part of you left when you left. And
I should have brought some tissue.
When I made up my mind that I wanted to buy a house, I was in there with Miss Pam. And I said, I need to get in touch with Miss Charles because she's a realtor. I ain't looking at no more realtor. They used to call my phone. I was like, I got a realtor. My pastor in church, I got this with, nope, I got my own realtor. I got the baddest realtor. But I'm telling you.
So tell me, like, so what was your experience with We Build Concord? Tell me about We Build Concord's program and how it how its experience, your experience with them, how did that help you?
We just got a team that is real phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I say it right.
Phenomenal.
Okay. I can't talk like that, but anyway, they got a team. Mr. Graham, he's one of the nicest person that I met that works with you.
Mm.
You know, he was trying to put you somewhere and you come by there, what they try to put me that mall. I was like, nope, I ain't going there.
Yeah.
But we build, I tell people we build, go to We Build, because they got nice property.
Yeah.
They got people that work with you. They got people that care.
Yes.
That's the main thing, is they care.
Yeah. Dr. Patrick Graham, we want to
Yeah.
shout you out. Dr. Patrick Graham and all of your staff, Jesse, Chauncey.
Yeah, I found him.
So many, there are
Yeah.
more of you, Akemi, others that are at the organization that do a lot of amazing work. The construction of the properties are beautiful. The finishes are beautiful. What you do to help the community, especially here in Cabarrus County, in Concord in particular, is amazing. We're still working to get some of their townhomes sold. We're in one that's available on Lincoln Street in that, like close to downtown Concord. So if you have questions about We Build Concord and any of the properties at We Build Concord, reach out to me. My information is in the comment section.
Yeah.
But Barbara is living in a We Build Concord townhome and she loves it. And everybody that I talk to that has purchased and who's living in a We Build home loves it.
Yeah.
And the team at We Build, they bend over backwards to make sure that you are in a home that you will be proud of.
Yeah.
You know, people who are low to moderate income, Barbara, a lot of times they're going and we're out there helping our clients who low to moderate income look at properties, and a lot of these properties have so much work that have to be done to them.
Yeah.
You remember when we
Yeah.
went out to see a lot of those properties?
Yeah.
They were like lipstick on a pig.
Yeah.
They would flip them and they would have the floors done. They would have the cabinets painted. But then when we look under that crawl space,
Miss Johnson, my number, just said no for me.
and it's not that I was steering Barbara, but I'm very protective of this woman because I know where she's come from. So I was very protective of her. When we were out there looking at properties, I, number one, wanted you in a place that I knew that you felt safe.
Yeah.
Number two, that you didn't have to do a whole lot to once you got in, because there's already enough maintenance that you have for a house, right? You already got maintenance, right? So, you know, we don't want you in a house that you're going to go in and then the floor falls through.
Right.
Right.
Air conditioning
Breaks. Yeah. So it was amazing to see the product that We Build Concord actually put together, and all of the properties that they have all across Concord, and they're building more. I think they're going to have like another 90 something properties that they're going to be building in the next 2 to 3 years.
I believe the first property you showed was on Powder Street.
Okay. Yeah. Then we went to Swink.
The Powder Street first.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I was like, that too close together. You talking about what you feel about kids? I said, Miss John, I got to get up 12:30 in the morning. But it was like, all of We Built things, I mean, apartments, I mean, times I've seen, all of them is fantastic.
Yeah.
I tell.
So tell me about, so I know some of the issues that, and some of the feedback that I've received from realtors and their clients was that they don't like the location in which We Build Concord has built their townhomes, particularly the one that you live at on you know, not far from here, and these Lincoln Street townhomes. Every neighborhood has its issues, right? Every neighborhood has its issues.
Yeah.
But tell me, have you ever felt unsafe
No.
living at your house?
I'm safe at my house. I don't feel unsafe because I walk in there, shoot, cut my alarm system, I'm gonna say. But the neighborhood, like I get up early in the morning, go to work. I crank my car up and go back in the house, my car right there. But the neighborhood, it's a good neighborhood. Don't get me, it's a good neighborhood. It's just, one family. That's it. But the neighborhood's fantastic.
Quiet.
Quiet for that one family.
Yeah, except for that one family. But we all have that one neighbor. We all have that one neighbor. I don't care if you're in $1 million neighborhood or if you in a starter neighborhood. We all have neighbors that are like that. So
the neighborhood itself is fantastic.
Yeah. So you have not had any issues living in this area.
No, try to break ins or nothing. You know.
And I really want to thank you for saying that and for, just letting us, the public, know
it's like
that it's a great neighborhood. It's a great area.
It is.
The Logan Historic Community, this neighborhood is a phenomenal neighborhood. I know people who have been here for 2 generations, like their family, this is their generational home. This area, I know the fella who is the community leader, one of the community leaders, Mr. Smith, AJ Smith. You've met him. You may not remember him, but he's the older gentleman with a very nice looking gentleman, gray hair.
A truck.
Yeah, he drives a truck.
Listen, I be like that. He'll stop and say, "Okay, I see you." I say, "Okay."
Yeah.
He'll stop by and talk. Sometimes and I be like, when they cut the grass, and I be yes.
Yeah, he's been here. He has been here almost his whole life.
Yeah.
He's never had any issues in Logan.
Yeah.
I have a friend who is not low to moderate income, but she lives in Logan. She lives in this area. She loves this area.
I mean, I love it. At first, I was saying it's so far away from my job, but you know what? It's peaceful.
Mhm.
I go and I say,
Yeah. Listen, we are on Lincoln Street. Listen, it's quiet. It is a quiet area. Nobody is bothering anybody.
They don't.
Yeah.
They really don't bother you. Just like you said, just one.
That one family. And they get under control from time to time.
Yeah, I had to get on them. But I love it. We built. I love my townhouse I'm in.
Yeah.
I won't trade it for nothing. Cause sometimes I say, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna give me another one.
Yeah, I mean, that's your prerogative because what happens is you build on that equity, you build that wealth, and then you can move to the next thing. When you continue to do your part, making sure that you keep your debts low, keep your mortgage paid and your bills paid.
I love paying.
You're doing it.
I love paying my mortgage. I tell you, I was saying, I gotta pay my mortgage. I'm going to pay.
I love it. I love it because there are a lot of people, Barbara, who are unhoused, who wish they had a mortgage that they could pay. A lot of people who are unemployed who wish they had a job that could help them get into a home. And so at one point you were there and now you are here.
Yeah, because I determined that I wasn't gonna live like I was living anymore.
Yeah.
I missed all my kids growing up. I missed like family function because I'm around the corner getting high. But now, shoot, once a month I go home. And I got the family back together once a month.
Oh, I
For
love that.
breakfast. And then on my journey, we just buried my brother. My brother died like 3 days after my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
He died on my daughter's birthday. So I got joy.
Yeah.
I got joy.
Yeah, and you're peaceful in your home.
I am.
Over a year.
Over a whole year, I ain't had no problem.
So from the back porch to your own home.
Yeah, but I went the back porch to God's house to my own house.
Isn't that something?
Yes, that's something. All by God.
Well,
I give God all the praise.
I do too. I do too. I'll give him the glory.
I know.
I will give him the glory. And look, we might have church up in here before long.
Yeah.
But Barbara, I want to thank you so much for just taking the time out of your day to talk with me about your journey, about how you felt about working with me, with Prosperity Unlimited, with We Build Concord, and and just how you're continuing on your journey.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you, and I'm grateful that you chose to work with me. I just want to publicly say that I'm so grateful for you.
Yeah, I'm grateful for you since Hope Haven, but I'm really grateful because you took me under your wings and you really guide me through this journey. Because you say, do this and do that. I be going,
How many times you show up at my office was like, Miss Joslyn, I don't know nothing about this, about all of these the computers and doing things electronically.
I don't know.
So guess what? It's because she didn't know didn't mean that it didn't get done. I was like, come to the office.
Yep.
She sat in my office and I helped her pull down stuff from the IRS. I helped her get her paperwork, whatever it takes to get her in her house. I was like, I will do it. Just come by after work. Come by. You came by still in uniform.
Yes, I'm tired, but what kind of realtor? Who really do that? Miss Joslyn. And I was going to tell you go to the library to figure it out.
They sure will. But no, I was like, come to the office.
Yeah,
I'll be there at such and such a time. And I wanted to make sure that you had everything you needed.
Yeah.
So thank you for your time today.
And I always said, I was on down in the streets, I'm going to be smoking crack at the age of 60. I'm 62. I got clean at 53. The baddest realtor in North Carolina.
And this is my amazing friend, Barbara Coleman. Not just my friend, but my client.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Oh.
Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Now look, if this episode helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need it. And if you're thinking about buying or selling a home in North or South Carolina, I would love to walk with you through that journey. This is Joslyn Blackburn with Gold Key Real Estate Group, powered by Keller Williams Realty. I am the key to unlocking dreams and homes in the Charlotte, North Carolina, and surrounding areas. I'll see you at the next episode. Bye now.